Imagine losing your closest friends or even your own life to something as small as texting and driving. According to the City of Bryan website, 77% of young drivers put someone's life at risk because they text and drive. Texting and driving makes a crash 23 times more likely to happen, and it's never guaranteed that one is going to survive a car crash. The NHTSA organization says that thousands of people die a year from texting and driving. That's thousands of lives lost and thousands of people's friends and families that have to grieve the death of a loved one. The simple task of not texting and driving can simply save someone's life. I myself have done research on this topic and am a driver who avoids texting and driving. It might seem like a small 5-second text won't have huge consequences, but a text consisting of 3 letters can seriously change someone's whole life. Today I'm going to discuss texting and driving statistics, consequences, why people do it, and why they shouldn't. I'm also going to share a personal story. There are many statistics when it comes to texting and driving, and one of those is how many people are getting an example set by the adults in their lives. People's elders in their lives play a big role and influence a person greatly. According to the City of Bryan website, 48% of people have been in a car with their driver is texting and driving. 15% of people have only ever seen someone in a car texting and driving. That says something that more people have been in the car with someone texting and driving rather than only seeing someone. These people that are texting and driving are breaking the law in most states and can even be breaking more than one law in others. The Edgar Snyder website included a breakdown of states' laws on phones while driving. 10 states do not allow the use of handheld phones at all while driving. 39 states don't let drivers text at all, and 32 states don't let novice drivers. In those 10 states, you could get in trouble with the law for multiple reasons, whether it's dialing the phone or texting a whole paragraph. No matter where you're driving, texting and driving makes your journey much more dangerous. 23% of crashes in the U.S. are due to texting and driving. The simplest of tasks can put your life at risk. A crash becomes 2.8 times more likely while dialing, 1.3 times more likely while talking and listening on the phone, and 1.4 times more likely just while reaching for your device. It may seem like a quick look at your phone, but it can have major consequences. Those statistics mean a lot when you look at the potential dangers that someone can result from texting and driving. The NHTSA organization breaks down these consequences. In the U.S., 8 people lose their lives due to texting while driving each day. On average, 3,000 people a year lose their lives. Thousands of lives are taken. Thousands of families, along with friends of the victims, have to grieve the loss of a loved one and live the rest of their lives without that person. These deaths are very preventable as long as you keep the phone down while driving. Knowing the consequences and risks that come while texting and driving, you might think it's so easy for someone to choose not to do, but there are multiple reasons someone decides to. The following reasons are listed by CBS News along with Rem Law. A lot of people feel confident enough in their multitasking skills. They think of texting and driving as the same as writing a paper while watching a TV show. The difference is one can take a person's life and the other one is harmless. Though a lot of teenagers have this mindset, even more adults think this way. Adults think they're mature enough to do this because they have more experience and have better driving skills. A lot of people associate phone usage while driving with teenagers, but the truth is a lot of adults do it too. Another reason for texting and driving is thinking, oh, I only do it at a red light. Though the vehicle is stopped, texting can distract you and cause you to take your foot off the gas and slowly start rolling into traffic when you don't notice. You can also be distracted and think the light turns green before it really does, and again, drive into oncoming traffic. One last reason is the fear of missing out. For example, drama might be happening on your Snapchat, so you just need to look at your phone for that 1 second to know what's going on, so you're not thinking about what you're doing and what could go wrong. Instead, you're thinking of why you need to be on your phone. The truth is, your phone can wait. If you're not already convinced, I have more reasons as to why you should keep your phone down while driving. DrivingTest.org lists multiple reasons on their website. Like I previously stated, it's illegal in most states. You're risking getting in trouble with the law. Your one okay, your 2-letter text that you can send to someone can cost you over $100 in fines. Each state is different when it comes to laws and fines, but it can be much worse in some states compared to others. Not only do you have to spend money on your fines, but it can also raise your insurance costs. It significantly raises your rates and you can risk being dropped completely because of your reckless decisions. The biggest reason to not text and drive is you're risking the lives of others. Texting and driving is selfish because you're not thinking about how it can affect others. You're only thinking of yourself. You could potentially hit a pedestrian because you're distracted. Getting in a crash could severely affect your passengers if their side of the vehicle is more affected than yours. You also have no idea if there are small children in the other cars. I don't think anyone would want to live their life knowing that they took someone's life that early on. Many people couldn't live with it. Recently, a family friend was affected by texting and driving. They themselves were not texting and driving. They were waiting at a stop sign for another car with their 2 young daughters in the car with them. Another car came up behind them and rear-ended them, and it was pushed them into oncoming traffic because they were driving so fast. The third driver was texting and driving and did not know they were about to hit someone else. This caused our family's friend's vehicle to be pushed into the intersection and run into the car they were previously waiting for. That took the lives of the 2 people in the other car. Our family friend, along with their daughters, were taken to the hospital. The mom had cracked ribs and one of her daughters broke her leg. All 3 were bruised, but thank God they did not face life-threatening injuries. All of this could have been avoided if that third car's driver had not been texting and driving. Today we have learned about texting and driving statistics, consequences, reasons why people do it, and reasons not to. I hope this has persuaded you to keep your phone down while you drive because it can wait. Texting and driving can flip your whole world upside down in a matter of seconds. Think about that the next time you contemplate picking up your phone while driving.